Hey guys, it's Huntin for Games. Welcome back for round 2 of the Rainbow Six Siege map Tactical Tips. This time about the Consulate. That building that's got the pillars out front, it kind of looks like a crappy White House. The basement garage door with the driveway leading down to it. I only say all that because I honestly couldn't remember the name of this one until I looked it up to do research for this video. I can never remember the names of these maps. This is a tough map all around though, so let's get into some ways you can make it your bitch. Alright, so tip number 1. I continue to adore garage doors as breach points. It really opens up the room and gives you plenty of distance to figure out what's going on. As with other maps, if you breach a panel, you can have a glass set up way back up the driveway and pop a couple unlucky suckers to peek out to see what's going on. Of course, they'll try to reinforce the garage panel, so you'll need a thermite for this one. It's also not unusual for them to set up bandit jappers. Got me some bandit jappers that protect the garage doors. Bandit jappers. Bandit shockers or the mute jammers to protect it even further. But luckily, that little slot to the left of the garage door is perfect for a Thatcher grenade or a Twitch drone or even just a regular grenade if that's all you got. It'll definitely take out the left panel at the very least. You can thermite your way in. A Jaeger defense by that hole is a good counter for this one, except for the Twitch drone obviously, which can roll on through. That's what a thermite looks like. Interpretive dance by Huntin for Games. Sorry, lost track of what I was doing there. Numero dos. Let's pop up a couple levels to the second floor. That crappy office room with all the cubicles, it's a freaking nightmare. There are windows everywhere and multiple layers on the desks, on the floor, above the cubicles entirely for people to be like sitting and proning and standing. So the levels alone are confusing as hell. You gotta really watch yourself. But on top of that, you got a wall panel opening up to the stairwell leading to the second floor. People here has a line of sight directly into the next room, and anybody walking up the stairs should have their back to you, like fish in a barrel. If you're on the offensive, remember to turn around and look to see if there's a peephole in those stairs before you go up. I've gotten shot there so many times. Alright, so back to that dirty basement. You're in the smallest server room in history now, on the opposite side of the garage. Be sure to send someone to get the 1 or 2 or maybe all the roof panels, because there are 3 leading into the room. There's a side hallway one through that like grate you can see through. There's the one in the little offshoot room that's got like the trash can. What's in that room? I totally forget. And there's obviously the one in the back corner. They can still thermite in, but you might at least make them work for it, and you get those few seconds to know what's happening and readjust. Things get hairy pretty fast if they get in that side hallway and can shoot you through that open metal grate. They can get a bunch of angles on you, come in from the other side, maybe even that back corner, and it just gets rough. Always try to funnel them into a direction, which is kind of a general tip of Rainbow Six Siege, but especially if you're backed into a corner like on this map. Speaking of which, tip number 4. I feel like the basement in the Consulate is the least secure of any basement in Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, it's got 3 stairwells leading down to it from all different sides of the basement. There's the garage door, which you can just bust your way right in, and it's littered with panels all over the place that people can just drop in from wherever. And the fact that there are so many just natural stairwells means it's kind of hard to know that it's coming because they can be really quiet. You can just tiptoe down the stairwell. You don't have to blow anything up. Not to say it's a bad spot to defend. I love defending the basement. I'm just saying you got to make sure you got a couple people on all the lines of approach so that you can prevent them from flanking you, because it's very easy to get flanked in the basement. Watch the stairwells, watch the hallways, make sure you got an eye on everything going on. So last one, tip number 5, it is a huge benefit for you to keep a roamer on the first floor in this map. There's that huge long hallway that goes the whole length of the building, the giant entryway, atrium, the desk, the circular desk in the center there. There are just plenty of places you can get the jump on the attackers as they're plopping in. For some reason, mentally, the way this map is set up, it's really tempting for people to just kind of like plop in the first floor. They just go into windows, they go into doors. There are plenty of other options to watch out for sure. But the first floor has easy access to both the second floor and the basement if you're defending either of those objectives. And you can easily flank around the attackers if they come in somewhere you weren't watching. That's not as easy on other maps as it is on this one, so I highly recommend at least 1, maybe even 2 or 3 or 4, just to have them all of them roaming, 5 roamers. This may seem like a general tip for Rainbow Six Siege, but it really works well on this map more so than others, so I highly recommend it. And definitely have somebody watching the cameras at the start so you can see which direction they're coming from. Again, a tip for all maps, but it's really important for large maps like this. Let me know how you guys handled the initial incursion, because honestly, I'm a terrible roamer. I never handle this job. I sit in the corner and I wait. Alright guys, that's all I got for the Consulate. Let me know anything I forgot about in the comments, and subscribe if it's your first time here. I've got a guide like this coming for each of the maps in Rainbow Six Siege, and I can't wait for you all to tell me all the things I'm forgetting for each of those. So yeah, thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you guys back. It's also not unusual for them to get bandit jammers. I did it again. Bandit jammers. No. Bandit shockers, mute jammers. Bandit shockers, mute jammers. Bandit shockers, mute jammers.